What's going on, MMA fans? I'm back to do a topic on which fighters should be brought into the WEC and the UFC by picking one per each weight class for each organization. This topic was actually brought up to me by EBW Champ 18. Wanted me to go over this, and I promised that I would dedicate a video to this. Also, just ahead of time, I think there's going to be a couple guys doing some response videos to this. I think Mark, the Miz 2003K, MMA Knockout Crew, Neo Dread, who is Mike, said that they would be interested in doing a response video to this. So I'm going to give my picks per each organization and each weight class. So I'm going to start off with the WEC's bantamweight division. I think that they should bring in Masakatsu Ueda. He, of course, is the Shudo champion at 135 pounds. Very, very talented. He's got good wrestling skills. He's a good grappler. He's got decent hands. I think it would be a great addition to that weight class, and definitely would give Miguel Torres, I think, an interesting fight and pose some interesting problems. At featherweight, Kid Yamamoto, I think that's pretty much a consensus one. You know, Kid, very, very good standing up. He's got devastating hands. He's a good grappler, a good wrestling. He's very, very well-rounded. And of course, that's at the WEC featherweight division. For the WEC lightweight division, I would say KJ Noons. He, of course, was the Elite XC lightweight champion. A bunch of different turmoil happened with him and the actual owners of Elite XC. And then, of course, the organization folded up. But I think he would be an interesting addition to that division. He's got good hands, good striking, good takedown defense. He'd definitely be a great addition to that weight class. The UFC's lightweight division, I would have to say either Eddie Alvarez or Joaquim Hansen. Joaquim Hansen more than likely will never see in the UFC just because of the original dealings that happened when he first was approached by the UFC, and then he felt like he was humiliated by the contract being cut in half. It was an existing Pride contract when the UFC bought up Pride. But Eddie Alvarez, of course, was on his way to making the finals of the Dream Lightweight Grand Prix. Of course, didn't continue because of the injury and the nasty cut. But nonetheless, I think he'd be an exciting addition. He's got very, very good hands, good wrestling background, good takedown defense. He'd definitely be a great addition. The UFC's welterweight division, Jake Shields. What can you say about this guy? He's one of the best grapplers at 170 in the world. Very, very good top game. He's got good jiu-jitsu off of his back. He continues to show why he's one of the best grapplers at that weight class, one of the best grapplers in the world. He would definitely be a great addition to the UFC's welterweight division. The WEC welterweight division, Jay Heron. Jay Heron, of course, was the IFL welterweight championship. Excuse me, the IFL welterweight champion when it folded. He's got good striking, good wrestling background. He's a decent grappler. He'd be definitely a great addition for the WEC's welterweight division. The middleweight division for the UFC, Jagar Mousasi, of course, won the Dream Middleweight Grand Prix. Very good boxing skills. He's an underrated grappler. You got to see the triangle choke that he slapped on Dennis Kang. He's got good boxing skills. He's very, very talented. At the UFC's light heavyweight division, Little Nog, Minotauro, Rogerio Nogueira, of course, the younger brother of Big Nog, but very good boxing skills. Of course, he competed at the Pan Am Games. Very, very good grappler on the ground. Has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got, you know, a good top game as far as his Jiu-Jitsu. He's got a good bottom game as well. His boxing skills are very, very good. And then, of course, just recently at Affliction, won via the flying knee over Vladimir Machachenko. So I think he'd be another great addition to the UFC and to the light heavyweight division. Alright, last weight class, the UFC heavyweight division, Alistair Overeem. Now, Alistair's already in talks with the UFC. It looks like he's probably going to get signed. If not, he's been in talks with different organizations. He's been interested of re-signing back in with Strikeforce because he's a free agent right now. There was talks about him maybe going to Affliction, but right now the UFC looks to be the front runner. Very, very good clinch, good hands, good knees. He's a good grappler. He definitely would be a great addition to the heavyweight division of the UFC. I think he would bring another top-tier talent and would give the UFC's heavyweight division a little bit more of an upgrade and make it look a little bit better since so much talent is left, with Tim Sylvia and Arlovsky, and then Randy leaving and then he came back. I think he would definitely be a great addition. So those were my picks. You may agree, you may not agree, but like I always say, these are always left up to opinions and interpretation, so these were just my looks at it. Of course, like I said, it looks like a couple guys will be doing some response videos to this, so make sure you check theirs out as well. As always, check out my sponsors over here on the description side. Check out their URLs. They all have great apparel and great clothing. Of course, their logos are at the end of this video as well. So, those were my picks. Let me know what you think. And on that note, you guys have a great day.